There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Who's ready for some grand old fun with GBGW? So, yeah, it's been an interesting week watching watching the announcements and stuff. But yeah. So, anyways, we'll just get right into it. Today was extremely hot in my area, at least for what it normally is. There was a ton of humidity today. The temperature was pretty high as well. It was brutal. Okay, so we'll start off like always. We'll do the welfare, we'll hit up the shop, then we'll check out the gacha, um, Twitter, and then alterations. From what I heard, there's a lot of alterations, but apparently they're reruns, so I'm not going to be that really worried. Huh? Ugh. I also really need barbers to open. I really need to get a friggin' haircut. How close are we? Oh, nice. It's level 9, so I only need another like month or so for it to get to level 10. Cool. All right, well, let's check out our welfare this week. What was the name of it? God, if I remember. The Helmwig Reincar. All right. And also comes with a pilot because it is the Sokai. So we'll start off with the suit and go from there. Okay, electric shock horns, B plus Pierce, C power. Not really feeling it with that power, honestly. Like, it is a welfare, so you shouldn't expect like crazy high stats or anything. But C power, at least it's on a low cooldown and it is a physical. So, then we have Sokai. So I guess you haven't been paying attention, Miguel, but they've been stacking Sokais like one after another. I've heard a lot of people saying that anniversary, because it's coming up, they're trying their best to milk everybody that they can because the anniversary suit's going to be a big wowzer. But like, this isn't the first time they've changed Sokais on us either. It just seems to be kind of their MO, where I guess suits they feel would be better as Sokai would be put into the Sokai pool. Maybe they're just running out of suits that they don't want to put in a Sokai, you know? Yeah, but Flammy, just go and look at like the last 2 months of banners, right? There's been a lot of Sokai. Okay. Anyways, stats wise, it's not really anything crazy. It doesn't have a lot of shot attack, but it is also a melee head, not a shot head. On that vein, we're looking at a decent amount actually, because it's carrying over what, 300 change or so. So you're looking at 750, 800 or so melee attack on the head. For welfare, it's actually pretty good. Close combat and for desert. The close combat tag is very handy for melee machines. For desert, not so much. Really depends on your build, traits, and all that fun stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of the X skill, but it's C power, it's physical, low cooldown. Maybe it's your jam. Who knows? Torso. When armor is 60% or more, enemy EX skill power reduced. So just as a note, that does only affect the suit that this trait is on. So yeah, you can't really third party it. So at least it's EX skill power overall and not just like shooting or melee, because then you can just focus on making only neutrals actually do damage. But yeah, it's okay. It's a pretty okay trait, as long as you use it effectively. Numerically, again, a lot of melee on there because, it is a melee suit. Actually, for welfare, like, it's actually got a lot of melee on it. 1400, so that's what, 4 change or so? So, what, 1000, 1100 melee attack on a welfare torso? That's actually pretty damn good. Nice. Close combat for desert, yep. Okay. Arms with technique attribute, melee power boosted. Very easy to activate technique, and you get a straight melee power boost. Very convenient, very easy to activate, and as this is a welfare suit, it means you can easily cap it out. No complaints. Numerically, obviously it's not going to match up to our 4-star parts or our Sokai or limiteds or anything, but for welfare it does push a relatively healthy 34-3500 melee attack. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Actually, it's comparable to some 4-star arms, so that's really good. When attacking with physical, melee crit rate boosted. I'm not the biggest fan of crit rates. I find there's enough RNG in this game. Why also leave your damage up to RNG as well? Up to you. Close combat. Okay, so we get rid of 4 desert and bring in support type. Now, support type doesn't help the suit directly, but it is nice seeing that we have more word tag variety available in welfare parts. Support type's not the most common thing to see, so nice getting another avenue of availability. Numerically, for a set of legs, that's actually a good amount of melee attack too. We're pushing over, what, 1100, 1150? That's pretty damn good for a welfare set of legs. Alright, backpack. While close combat, melee damage output boosted by 20. Alright, cool. That is a flat boost, also known as worthless. Alright, moving on. Close combat, support type again. Numerically, yeah, you know, it's got 1150 melee attack. For a backpack, that's really good. For a welfare, this has some really high melee attack. Yeah, it is a doo-doo trait. Okay, physical melee, low cooldown, B power, looks good on paper. However, it purely boils down to what the animation is. If it's one that locks you into a very long, drawn-out animation, it may not be the best thing in the world because it turns you into a target. If it's something that's very short and to the point, it may be good. I'm actually surprised that a welfare has a relatively decent EX. When attacking with physical, melee power boosted. So many physical types of attack in this game. I have no problem with that. Okay. I should also note, numerically, these welfare swords really aren't anything amazing. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but like, they're welfare. You can just go to the pick ticket exchange thing and grab any old sword off there pretty much, and when you get it up to level 90, it'll probably have better stats than these do at 99 with full shit anyways, so yeah, do as you will. They're not bad, but okay. What are we looking at here for chips? Close combat, Zaku, Ace exclusive, amphibious, and 4 urban. Okay, we have a rather decent spread. Should probably pick up more Zaku type. Okay, so our Sokai this week is a little interesting. We have another variant of the high Nu, matched only by the amount of Char variants we have in this game. And we also get another unicorn variant who's very quickly approaching that number as well with the Perfectability form. What does that even mean? All right. So, oh yeah, you're right. I missed the pilot. Thanks. I'm so used to doing just the suits. I forgot that Sokai brings the pilot sometimes. Don't mind me. I'm a doofus. All right. Isurugi Kemich? I'm not even sure how his last name is pronounced. All I know is he is a supporter. I don't have high hopes for him. With technique attribute, enemy shooting power reduced. Frankly, I've heard of worse traits. Close combat support type. Cool. Numerically, he's okay. Something to keep in mind, supporters, when you use their actual job license on your suit, won't increase your stats nearly as much as like an infighter or whatever when it comes to the melee department. You know, this guy has a decent amount of melee, but the boost you get won't nearly be anywhere near using like a proper job license pilot, so yeah, tags are interesting. It's nice seeing close combat. Support type, trait, you know, it's a more defensive trait for your suit. Yeah. Anyways, it's okay. All right, back to the gacha, because I was really just kind of like, what the heck am I looking at here when I was seeing it? So, do you know how pilot gears work? I haven't really read into it. I know I said I'd eventually do a video on like all the new stuff that update added. I just haven't really found the time to get around to it, you know? Some may call me a filthy liar, but I counterpoint with I got really busy with Trails, Final Fantasy in real life. Actually, yeah, thinking about before I get into the gacha stuff, I actually binged the entire Trails of Cold Steel franchise over the last couple of weeks during my free time. I've been playing them. I managed to clear 1, 2, 3, and 4. Um, and as soon as I finished 4, I realized that the next entry in the series had been released last year in Japan, and apparently it's already coming out here. We don't have to wait like 3 years. Quite happy about that. I do enjoy my JRPGs. All right, back to Gundam. We'll start off with the Hainu Verka, because just based on the profile image there, the shot we're given, pretty sure for perfectability is the big ticket one here. Don't forget the Baker's batch of Wing Gundams. We don't talk about the Wing Gundam. It can it can sustain a franchise with its variants on its own. All right. So the Hainu Gundam Verka. It's not the Hainu. It's not the Hainu HWS. It's not the Nu Verka. It's not the new. It's the Hainu Verka. Because that's not fucking confusing. All right. Well, Gundam type, initial EX skill charge boosted. Very easy to activate Gundam type. It's also a pretty decent word tag, all things considered. Not like the min-max best, but it's good for sure. Initial EX skill charge, also useful. Not as blanket useful as, like, you know, just EX skill charge reduction, you know, just the general CD down. But if you're not planning on using an EX skill more than once, if you're not planning on having the fight last a long time, this'll do ya. Honestly, it's a pretty good trait. Numerically, okay. So we're looking at about 5k shot attack and just under 1,000 melee. Okay. Yeah, those are Sokai stats. Commander Gundam type. It's nice seeing another commander word tag, and Gundam type helps with its trait. Okay. Torso, with speed attribute, shooting power boosted by 30%. Very easy to activate the speed attribute, and a 30% shooting power boost is a-okay. Numerically, okay, we're getting a lot of shot out of this one. We're getting what? That's like 8? Yeah, that's 8. So like 2,700 shot attack on a torso? As would. Okay. Yeah, no complaints about the torso. What do we got for the arms? Ooh, okay, we got a weird EX skill. In-arm beam saber. B plus D low cooldown. For a shot machine, you're a little confused. It's a lot of melee attack, all things considered. It's like, what, 4,800 melee attack on those arms? And then shot attack, we're pushing 2k, 2-1. Fair arms, that's really nice. Not the best, but, you know, it's kind of a jack of all trades there. Middle shooter job, shooting crit rate boosted. I've already talked about crit rate. Ooh, Federation. It's not every day you see the Fedi tag pop up. Yeah, boy. Numerically, what are we looking at here? Okay. It's about 2,000 shot attack. And about 1,300 melee. For Parallax, that is pretty solid. Again, not the best we've seen, but still a very, very solid set of numbers there. Funnels. Okay. So, oh, okay. What the fuck? Okay. So let's get this straight. We have a cutscene EX skill. with C power? What are you doing? Shot attack gets boosted by 39%, shot defense by 24. Alright, at least it does have one of the the second highest pre-alteration shot attack modifier available. But yeah, that C power, you're pretty much forced at gunpoint to alternate this part for it to be useful at all. C power? There's literally almost every other EX skill that's better. It would make sense if it was like actual funnels, you know, like free range funnels, but what the heck? Now, numerically, what are we looking at here? Okay, well, you know, at least numbers wise, it makes up for it as a backpack. You're looking at about, what, 2k shot attack or so, which is really high, and about 1200 melee attack. So for a backpack, numerically, it's pretty good. It's got some choice tags, Commander and Federation. The EX skill is the only thing that really leaves something to be desired, but we'll see what the alteration does to it. I am sweating so bad. This is terrible. Good thing this isn't real wood. Alright. While Commander, EX skill power boosted by 30%. As a shooter, you're probably going to want to activate Commander. It is one of the new 10% modifiers as of the word tag balance forever ago. Numerically, it's a beam saber. You know, it doesn't break the 10k or anything. It's got a little bit of shot attack on there as flavor. Commander, Gundam type. Frankly, as far as beam sabers go, for shooters, this would be pretty solid. Commander, definitely useful in shooter builds. Gundam type, usable. You could definitely put it in there. It does activate some handy traits, and you do get a little bit of shot attack out of all this, plus the trait feeds directly into a shooter. Might not be the best option for melee. Alright, let's look at your beam rifle, the Pew Pew. After 15 seconds pass, shooting power boosted. So, after 15 seconds pass means you can only use it after 15 seconds. Surprise! So if you're planning on using this shooting power boost to blitz through an arena match, or a very quick multi-mission, or whatever, you're SOL. If you're looking at this for something more long-term, like a multi-phase multi-mission, if you're looking for perhaps battle circuit, or something like that, this will probably be your ticket. Commander, Federation, breaks the 10k. I got no real complaints on that. You. Alright, with speed attribute, enemy shooting power reduced. Could be worse, could be better. Gundam type and Commander, okay, breaks 10k. I don't like it, it's a bazooka. I don't like it. Totally biased. Alright, and the shield comes with a beam cannon. DB plus 7 magazine. Look at that, we got another magazine in our shield. Those are historically pretty good. Especially considering it comes with 7 magazines. What is it, 4 out of the box? Yes, okay, cool. So Alteration will probably push it up to 8 base and then 11 maxed. So, but we'll see. Numerically, 2k shot attack, quite healthy. Yeah, and a little bit of flavor melee on there. Cool. Shield's pretty good. Alrighty. Alright. Oh boy. Let's move right along here to the Unicorn Gundam Perfectability. Whatever the hell that means. That's not even a word. Alright. Well, Ace exclusive, EX skill power boosted by 30%. Very easy to activate Ace exclusive. And EX skill power boost. Numerically, alright, we're looking at about 5-1 on the shot attack, which is pretty nice. Yeah, no armor though, so it kind of loses out onto the high Nu in that regard. But, you know, if you need like a 5th unicorn head, here you go. High firepower, Ace exclusive, those are pretty usable tags. All things considered, Ace exclusive, you're probably going to put on a shot machine no matter what. High firepower, you could, you might not. It's available on a boatload of parts. I can see what it's emerging of, dude, but when perfectibility is not a word. That's my pickle here. It's like they tried to go for like ability or something, but they're like, oh no, but it's perfect. Haha, perfectability. Perfection would have probably been just fine. Perfectability is a word. Give me a second. Huh. It actually is a word. I'll be damned. I'm actually like completely surprised by that. Give me a second here, guys. That won't work. Okay. In case anyone's wondering what I'm doing, always the memes. Always gotta be with the memes. Alright, we'll just do... It's gotta be a little smaller than that. Alright. One could argue that's perfectibility in itself. Alright. Okay, so the torso. Let's see what we got here. What technique attributes shooting power boosted? Okay, very easy to activate technique. Shooting power boost, always convenient. Numerically, oh, that's a lot of numbers. Okay. So we're looking at about 1600 melee attack. We're looking at about 2400 shot for torso. That's pretty good. You know what the thing is, though, with Japan and their English, they could have arguably thrown darts at a board, and the word may have actually existed in our language. I've heard some very interesting sentences come out of non-native speakers' mouths before, and then it's like, that was actually a word. They know weird things, man. Gundam Unicorn 7-Eleven. You know, I don't want to Google that, because I know it exists, and I'm going to be really sad. Okay. Anyways, Perfect Blue. This sounds like the, I can't remember the French word for it. Anyways, Piece de Resistance? Whatever. The Magnum Opus, that's what it definitely sounds like with the name like Perfect Blue. So you use all your toys to obliterate the foes. Ray shot attack by 39%. Cool. A power D pierce, very standard, and a cutscene. Cool. High firepower ace exclusive. Numerically, what are we looking at here? This is not integrated, mind you. So we're looking at, wow, okay. 4,600 or so melee attack, which is okay for a non-melee centric pair of arms. As for shot attack, we're looking at about 2,400 or so. For a set of arms, that's pretty good, and it comes with a nice EX skill packaged all up with it. Cool, cool, cool. What technique attribute? EX skill power boost. Easy to activate technique attribute. EX skill power boost is loved universally by everybody. High firepower pro tag. Aha, we've gotten rid of our ace exclusive and brought in the pro tag. Because, yeah, we couldn't get rid of high firepower. So few parts have it. Numerically, it's a good set of legs. Looking at about, what, 6? Yeah, it's going to be a 6. 2,900 or so shot attack and about 1,600 melee attack. For a pair of legs, it's going to hit pretty hard. So I think at the end of the day, no matter what, the perfectibility here is going to be at least a relatively good stat stick. Armed Armor DE, B plus D non-cuts. Oh no, this is a cutscene with a short initial and a long post. Okay. Raise your melee attack. You can move while it's active? Is this another melee funnel? I'll be damned. A B plus power physical melee funnel that also raises your melee attack. I guess I could throw some Haro at it. Only 2 funnels. It doesn't matter though. That's the thing. Stormfox. 2 funnels don't matter. It's physical. It doesn't suffer. Alright. And numerically, yeah, it's real nice for a backpack as well. We're looking at what, 1800 or so melee attack and about 2100 shot. Yep. Alright. So, beam weapon is our Hyper Beam Javelin. I will say, that looks pretty intimidating. Hyper Beam Javelin, DB+, and it's a non-cutscene. Oh, you just throw it. Alright, so we got ourselves another yeet. The fuck? Alright. Numerically breaks 10k. No complaints. With high firepower, initial EX skill charge boosted. I've already talked about initial EX skill charge boost. Very easy to activate high firepower because it's on almost everything. That is not hyperbole. Numerically, what are we looking at here? Okay, it breaks 10k. And it comes with some melee too. It looks like no matter what, with the perfectability, you're actually kind of coming out on top there. It's got some crazy roundabout like values. I think I will throw a few Haro at that one after all this. Alright, let's take a look at our pilots. We're going to open with Argo Gursky. Fun fact, his game data has been in here since last year. One melee attack is over 16,000, all crit rate boosted. I've talked about crit rate before, just going to ignore it. Mobile Fighter, heavy armor. Mobile Fighter is the counterpart to Pro Tag. It is the dopest of dope melee tags with that 10% boost. Yeah. Numerically though, okay, you know what? For a 3-star, he's actually pretty good. He's an infighter that comes out of the box with 1600 melee attack plus carryover from his defense pool. Why are you... Oh no, you're not. You're not a 3-star, are you? Are you? There's no way. Yeah, we have a lot of friggin' pilots in this game. You are a 3-star. He's a 3-star that has stats that I would almost expect from like a mid-tier 4-stars. That's pretty good. Let's get that stream back up. Come on. Show me the good stuff. Okay. So, Argo's pretty good. Yeah, he's a good blueberry, that's for sure. And Seema Garahao. Alright, let's take a look at you. What technique attribute? All shot attack raised. Hell, I'll take it. Shit. All shot attack. Nice. Xeon Commander. Okay, comes with the Commander tag too. Long shooter tag. Decent shots, oh very decent shot stats too for a non-build project. It's almost like Bamco listened to us the last time when we were talking about like the best shot pilot, and it's like, but wait, there's more. That affects regular shots though, no? So that's kind of the funny part here. Since it is all shot attack raised, that's everything. That's going to be your neutrals, that's going to be your EX. Yeah, a bit of everything. Alright. I got no real complaints on that. That's actually pretty cool, all things considered. Both pilots this time are actually pretty good. Our welfare, for a welfare, actually is extremely high melee stats. We're seeing some really decent numbers coming from our Sokai suits. I truly don't have many complaints about our banners. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the Twitter, and we're going to take a watch of those videos and let them disappoint us and save our Haro. And then we'll pop on over to my favorite segment, The alterations. Does shooting power boost not affect EX? If it's a shot EX, it'll boost it. It's like all power boost everything. All shooting boost every shot action in the game. Shooting EX, neutral shots, all that. All melee, and so on and so forth. So. Isn't there AI Project Pilot? We're gonna do the Twitter videos first. I'm gonna kill my desktop sound though here so I don't deafen you guys with the Twitter. Alright. So, show us the good stuff. We'll start with the high Nu. That's not the high Nu. Alright. So, let's see what this brings to the table. Oh, whoa, that's a 3-shot per meg, eh? It is too. Nice. So you could arguably use it to take out more than one target. Okay, so one of my bigger complaints with that was going to be the duration of the EX. It looks like it's relatively short. However, it does have a multitude of hits in it, meaning it could whiff. But I've seen worse. It's okay. It's not great, but at least it has good numbers on it. All right, let's take a look at that. Yeah. You're telling me that's base C power? You're telling me that is base C power, really? And it only gets maximum upgrade to A? Whatever, man. I just play the game, I don't make the rules. Alright, and let's check out the sibling suit. Well, not really sibling, but the one that came with it. The Perfectability. Alright. So there's our funnels. Oh yeah. Look at, they're so much more effective than beam funnels. Okay, so the description of that skill said that it threw the spear. And it also said brandish it. I didn't realize that the brandish was like a full chunk of EX in itself. I don't like this EX skill. The only way I think I'm going to like that is if it's like a pseudo cutscene where it actually locks the enemy, but it doesn't look like it does that. So, I'm not the biggest fan of that one. Alright, and let's check out Perfect Blue. That was really lackluster. That was really lackluster. Wow. Okay. So, what did we learn? The only one of those I actually liked was the funnel backpack. In terms of pure numbers, Perfect Blue is good on paper, but in action, it is a total snoozer. Wow. Okay, well, let's go look at that AI project. Let's lift up our spirits with a little bit of whale incentive. That's going to be under event. Where they put these dang things. Yes! It is our favorite Montag, unmasked! Alright. While high mobility melee power boosted by 30%, really easy to activate high mobility, has a ton of uses, activates a very good chunk of traits. I don't see any real problem with that, and a melee power boost is always helpful. Do note he is dual job license, defender and outfighter, so kind of limits some of his usage. Numerically, he's okay. He doesn't reach the numbers that we'd see from top end pilots or anything. Close combat, high mobility. Frankly, if this guy was a non-build pilot 4-star, I really wouldn't bat an eye. Like, he barely breaks 3K, which is good. Don't get me wrong, but when you compare it to the other pilots we have on tap for build projects, that's really lackluster. His trait is pretty okay. The high mobility restrictions, it's there. Um, yeah, I guess I'm just spoiled by the choice that we have from other build project pilots now. Where I look at this and goes, it's pretty good, but wow, it's outclassed. Hmm. He has alteration. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, hey, look, Strike Noir. It's back. Well, something to note for anyone that does not have the Strike Noir backpack, 100% pick it up. It's right here. You have no excuse not to. Very good. Okay. So, on to the fun part of the evening. Now we get to travel into the great world of alterations and all the joys that brings. I'm not looking forward to this. Alright, lay it on me. What's my punishment? How many suits do I have to look over? Oh boy. Permanent pool. What do we got? So we have Montag, Perfectability, the new high new. All right. Well, let's get started. We'll go with our pilot, then bump on over and do the new stuff. Okay. Oh, right. Before I do this, though, somebody did point out the 4-star exchange suits. I didn't really look at them. I was so enamored by the Strike Noir. So it looks like this week we have the Shin Musha Gundam, the Woundwort, and Force Impulse. Nothing from any of those suits really screams out to me as you should remember this, so I'm going to assume nothing important was in there. Anyways, back to alterations. We'll start with our permanent, roll on into the limited. Okay. So, Montag, shine your holy light upon us. Okay. Oh yeah, that alteration fixed him up nice. Okay. So, numerically, we're now pushing, that's 3,500 melee attack, which I think is now the highest melee attack we've seen from a build project pilot. I think the next one is Doman? Or am I mixing this up? I can't remember anymore. Somebody should look at those numbers. While high mobility melee power boosted, like I said, it was a pretty good trait. But he also gets while speed attribute EX skill power boosted, which definitely feeds into the melee power boost, as you can have melee EX skills. That's a pretty damn nice second trait to see. So you got the good numbers boost, got the traits boost. Cool, no complaints there, Chief. Everyone here doesn't know their build projects. Including me. Don't worry, guys. I'm not making fun of you. I can't remember them all either. There's legitimately too many suits in this game. Alright, let's look at the Strike Noir alteration. Alright, so it's Vulcan, which they gave a fancy name. Still useless. Torso. With dual saber category equipped, EX skill damage output boosted by a flat number. That's useless. With dual saber category equipped, EX skill piercing boosted. To me, that's useless, but to some, I know that is nice. EX skill piercing is effectively how likely your EX skill is to make the enemy stagger. So, yeah. Arms. With speed attribute, melee crit rate boosted. I've talked about crit rate. With speed attribute, melee power boosted, and that's a % boost. And at least it feeds into the first trait. I'd say overall, this actually strengthens the first trait. These arms are pretty good for traits. Alright, let's look at those thick legs. Beam Rifle Shorty, A, B-. Alright, so this is a low cooldown B- power EX skill. Typically, we'd like to see B+ power, but, B- not terrible. Almost there. Yeah. I'm going to look at the backpack last because I'm going to alterate it while I'm there. Add the 3-beam blade, a 21% chance of attacks penetrating super armor. Nice. Outfighter job, melee crit rate boosted. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've talked about melee crit rate. I'm not the biggest fan of super armor pen. I don't really care that much personally. Things should die before they get up to you, but it may be useful in things like battle circuit. So, all right. Now backpack, just give me a quick second here, gentlemen. I just gotta do a thing. And before server crash. All right. So let's take a look at what I've just done. Dual linear guns, B+ with 11 magazine. Honestly, that's not really much of an improvement. I think wasn't it not B+ before? I swore it was B+ before. But it definitely did get a magazine boost, which is nice. And obviously you're going to see a small stat boost as well. Cool. Cool beans. The backpack was already really good to start with. So, yeah, it's just a magazine upgrade. But if you've ever used the magazine backpack or torsos before, more bullets is always better. Have guns will kill. Wise words. Alright, let's take a look at the heavy arms. Beam ranged weapon magazine boost. Don't think that's really too useful. With technique attribute, shooting at a flat number. Go away. Why even waste my time? Chest mounted Gatling and machine guns, A-, B-. Okay. So, this actually got a relatively healthy boost. It's a low cooldown, non-cutscene EX. A-, B- gives it a good amount of spread in terms of what it can do damage-wise. Really up to you if you want to alterate it or not. Personally, I wouldn't, but if you're a heavy arms fan, you know, it's a solid upgrade, you know, for what the suit is. Aerial spin, D, A-. Oh, look at that, guys. You can now absolutely meme with an A- acrobatic skill. Low cooldown, reduces the enemy's melee attack. A- power, could be worse. You know, could be C power. With technique attribute, long shot attack raised, that only affects your neutrals, won't affect your EX skills or anything. Middle shooter job, shooting crit rate boosted. I've already talked about crit rate. Beam Gatling gun, A- C. Why are we even here? Just to suffer? Why would they increase your magazine to a whopping 11, but leave your power at the strength of a wet pool noodle? Actually, no, a pool noodle is more vicious than that. Like a declawed kitten at best. Good lord. Beam ranged weapon magazine boost. Nope. With technique attribute, flat damage boost. Why? Yikes. Alright, let's take a look at the blue the blue guy. Hey, bitty bobbity boo. Exam system. 49% melee attack boost and 20% speed boost. This is the second highest attack modifier that we have available in this game as an awakening. Inherently, that is very useful. The speed boost is a little bit of cherry on top. I would say that this is a very nice upgrade. Torso. Abdominal wired missile. Fire wire guided missiles. Ha ha ha. The words rhyme. DB plus, low cooldown. I would say this would be a lot better if it was magazine. Not really sure how to feel with it being what it is. It's okay, you know, B+ power at least, but as we know, B+ doesn't really mean anything. It's just a rough idea that it might be good. Might not be good. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Arms. When armor is 80% or less, melee damage reduced by a flat number. Cool. Really fucking worthless. When buffed, melee crit rate boost. I already talked about crit rate. Legs. Beam saber combo. Typically, beam saber combos lock you into an animation. They're overall very bad. No thank you. Shield. Shield, shield, shield. With power attribute, buff EX skill time up 15%. Wow, this is worthless. And with power attribute, buff EX skill further. What? Like, if you're really into your buffs, this is the shield for you. Other than that, why? Today is a weird day. Alright. So let's take a look at our high new Verka, and then we'll bop on over to Perfectability. We'll go from there. With rifle category equipped, shooting power boosted. For a shooting head, that's a very straightforward boost. 10 out of 10 would slot on my suit. Middle shooter job, EX skill power boosted. We have a slew of powerful mid shooters in this game, so no problems there. And you get an EX skill power boost. Paired with its first trait of shooting power boost, I see nothing but absolute win. In-arm beam saber. We saw this cutscene. I did not like it at all. It does go up to A+ power, or A- power though, for what that's worth. Legs. Close shot attack raised by 30%. This doesn't affect EX skills, only your neutrals, so no thank you. Backpack. Fin funnel combo. Yep, A+A. So it does get the shot attack modifier of 49%, which is the second highest modifier that we have in the game, which is good. However, it's very weird to me to see a backpack EX skill that doesn't go up to S power, even A+ for what it is. Inherently, I guess that's not completely terrible, as you still get the big fat shot attack boost. But like, you have a lot of options. Why settle? Unless this is really your suit. Alright, let's take a look at our weapons. With speed attribute job gauge increase boost, I still don't like what they've done with the job licenses and the job gauges and everything, so to me that's not really important. After 15 seconds past shooting power boost, back parts EX skill power boost. See, like, that's a really nice second trait, because there's a ton of really good backpack EX skills. But the first trait, making it only after the first 15 seconds passed you get that trait activated, that limits its usage. The second trait's really good though. Bazooka. Back parts EX skill power boost. Well, the first trait is very much a defensive trait for whatever suit you put this on. The second trait is definitely an offensive trait. Kind of an interesting split. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Shield. What do we got? Magazine increase? Yeah. No increase anywhere else, just the magazine increase. Which, you know, convenient. Okay. Oops. And all that's left is the Perfectability. Alright, let's take a look at the head. With technique attribute, shooting power boosted. Well, considering the first trait is ace exclusive, meaning you're most likely going to be running a shot suit anyways, you're most likely going to want to benefit from the second trait as well. No real complaints here. Torso. With technique attribute, shooting power boosted. Yeah, we talked about that. Melee attack down 10%, EX skill CD reduced by 20%. So that's going to be kind of a weird trade-off for players. This suit does bring a hefty amount of melee attack to the table, all things considered. It's kind of a 50-50 splitish. However, with this, you're losing 10% your melee attack to get a big cooldown reduction on your EX skills. Now, if you run this on a shot suit, which, you know, that shooting power boosted by 30%, you're probably going to want to do that anyways, you're going to see nothing but benefits from this. If you run this on a melee suit, pretty much becomes a shot torso, and only a shot torso once you've giving it alterations, unless you replace the traits fully with backslotting. Alright, perfect blue, we have our S-Power Lackluster EX. And we get the second highest boost, 49%. Not bad. Do remember the highest boost we have available is 54%. So a whopping 5% difference. Woohoo! Alright, Arm Parts EX skill power boost by 35%. So that's a lot of EX skill power boost packed into a single set of legs. One could arguably call those Thunder Thighs. They bring the clap. Armed Armor DE, A-, slow cooldown, melee attack boost. Yeah, I like those funnels. I'm actually thinking of throwing a couple multis at this and hopefully get the backpack, because those funnels are pretty cool. Alright, Beam Stabber. Yeah, so I talked about this. I thought it sounded really cool because you throw it, and I was thinking, oh, a yeet? Yeah, boy. But this actually opens up with a swinging, like a locked animation cycle, and then once that ends, you throw it, and from what it looks like, at an angle, so it has a very limited distance it can travel. This heavily reduces the actual usefulness of the CX skill. It's not inherently terrible. It does have A- power on it. However, it should be noted, the fact that you have to do the whole brandishing thing beforehand and then throw it means the throw's damage is going to be heavily reduced because it's now split among all the other attacks as well. And you do have to land those other attacks, or you're just leaving yourself open. So, lots of ups and downs there. And lastly, our beam rifle. After 10 seconds pass, shooting power boosted. Not as steep as the 15-second requirement, but 10 seconds is still a decent chunk of time if you're looking for high-speed racing on arenas, multi-missions, or anything like that. Overall, for most content, though, it's still good. Okay. Well, that's a very interesting set of things, frankly. Okay. Before I wrap up, though, I am going to do a couple of multi-rolls here on our Perfectability. Fingers crossed I can get my hands on the backpack. And then after that, I'm going to wrap up because it is late. I have work tomorrow, and I am tired. I slept like crap last night, so... Alright, so guys, let's take our bets. Who thinks I'm going to get gold? I'm going to do... Let's say 2 multis. I'm going to do 2 multis. How much gold do you guys think I'm going to get on this? Is it possible to get back and get Haros? It is. You just have to play the story content and stuff that's been added. There's a good amount of Haro laying around, depending on how long it was. 3 gold, no backpack. 0 gold. People seem to like the number 3 a lot. So we'll do 2 multis and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get 3 on my first multi. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wait, a Sukia here? I need my bad luck charm. Purple. Alright, so there's a chance of a gold upgrade, but pretty low. Oh, look at that. It even opened up at the back. Which one's this? Oh, the Eclipse 10th Anniversary Color Edition, too. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wait, what's my battery at? Oh, my battery's fine. Cool. The display light on my phone is red, so I was worried that my battery was dying. Alright, was that my only purple in the batch? I think it was. Yeah, okay. And last multi, let's see what we get. Hey, we got gold. Alright, let's see what part we get. You're not gold, that's for sure. Okay. That looks like a head. Oh, it was the arms. Alright, cool. So I got the perfect blue. Alright. Honestly, for 2 multis, getting a gold I think is actually pretty good, so... Oh, I got another gold. I'll be damned. I got the head. Great. Another unicorn head to add to my collection. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, you guys did say 3, so I was shy 1. My apologies. Maybe I should do one more just to get the 3rd gold, you know? How badly do I want that backpack? I'm weak. Let's go. Alright, make me regret. Blue. Oh, yeah. Alright, screw it. We're going in. Let's go. Hey! Alright, there's my 3rd gold. We good. Those are like legs. Nope, backpack. Yes! I got 3 golds. The last one was the backpack. See, that's like my biggest problem is whenever I decide to give in to the gacha and roll, it rewards me. So like this is a very unhealthy interaction I got. Well, at least I'm set for this event, that's for sure. I got another purple. Tall goose. Nice. Oh, hey, I got a gold weapon. Was it the beam rifle? No, it was the ridiculously oversized melee weapon. Okay. Wait, I pretty much have the full perfectability, don't I? I'm just missing torso and legs. Yeah, so I have 3 out of 5. That's not bad. Cool. Alright, well guys, thanks for tuning in and hanging out. I'll see all of y'all next week. No more. No more. I'm done. I gotta have some horror saved up for the anniversary in a few months from now. Anyways, guys, peace out. Thanks for hanging out, as always.